Hey guys, how's it going? You know what we're doing today? Not anything I really want to do, but it needs to be done, is I am putting in all my watering lines for all my garden beds because I'm tired of hand watering. It takes me about like, hour and a half every morning to water all my garden. Thank goodness we've had rain yesterday. I didn't have to do as much. But I went to Home Depot yesterday, got all the little pieces that I was missing, which is mainly T's and elbows. I'm gonna go get these put in today. I already have the poly pipe out there and some of the other stuff's out there. And then I'm gonna get all of this going so I don't have to hand water anymore. It'll be super exciting, so. All right, here's what we got going on. So we are going to I'm probably gonna put a post probably right here because this is where the line is gonna go for my garden, because eventually I'm gonna open this up and let the chickens all run here. But if I have water here, I can get, have water to clean all of the chickens out, and then I can run all of my timers here. So I already started digging a trench. I need to dig it a little bit deeper, but I have these really cool Garden Minutes watering grids. I had them at my old house, and I definitely would like to add another one in that bed right there because they totally water way better than when I just run these little lines like this, or unless maybe I just need to run more of those in my bed, because I did notice, like when I had garlic and some other stuff in the beds, these water way better, more evenly. So, and one thing I like about them too is they have this valve that you can adjust the water flow. So if this one's watering too much, you can adjust it. But we're gonna be starting over here, and I'm gonna run this pipe all the way down here, and then eventually get it to those beds, but I don't have soil in those beds. I mainly wanna get these ones right here that have soil and plants in them, and I'm gonna bring it around and then hit this bed and that bed. We did get some rain last night, so I'm hoping this is gonna be a little bit easier digging for me. But I'm hoping by the end of today, I should have all 5 of these beds on a drip system. Brought this generator out with a heat gun because when I'm putting all these fittings onto the poly pipe, I just can't use my hands anymore to squeeze them on here. So I heat that poly pipe and these slide right on. So it helps a lot. Change plans. That ground is really, really hard. I think I'm gonna need my husband to help me dig some of these trenches just a little bit deeper. So what I'm gonna do is pre-run everything on top of the ground, at least so I can get it watering, and I'll give it a little bit of extra space so we can still drop it below the ground and cover it all up afterwards, but I don't think I can do that. So I'm gonna have to wait for a little bit of help. So let's just run all the line on top, test out the lines, and then we'll bury it later. So I heated up this poly pipe so I could actually get it into this 90. We're gonna come down to this T. And then I ran a line this way so it can go to that bed. And then I put in the poly pipe here. And now we're gonna run it down to this bed. On this bed right here, I'm gonna put this 90 down at the bottom where the poly pipe is so it can come around the corner and go to the other bed. But then what I'll do is I'll pop, there's a little adapter that you can pop this line onto the poly pipe, come up into the bed, and then you can run all this strip line. This is about every 6 inches, and you can run it through that bed, and then we'll move on to the next one. We're getting there. heat gun. It's a game changer. When you're trying to put on all these little pieces, God, it has helped me so much. So right here, what we're gonna do is I have this little piece that will screw into this valve. So I need to cut a tiny little piece here. And then I'm gonna have a 90 that's gonna come down to the ground and then into a T. So eventually I can cap this side off down at the end over there, and then I'll eventually be able to run a water line down to that bed eventually, but at least I can get all of this stuff watering today. So I just totally screwed up. Let me show you what I did and what I was supposed to be doing. So see that line right there? I put a 90. It was actually supposed to be a T because my main water line source is just gonna be a post with one of those frost-free spigots here, and that'll put my timer on. Holy crap. Now I gotta redo that. Hopefully I can get that 90 off and get a T on there. I just had to cut the whole 90 off. There's still enough poly pipe here where I can put the T here, continue that way, and then still have a line going out to my main faucet. So I'll be able to run a line right here to the frost-free hose, and then let me show you. I guess I'm gonna have to just chunk that. But I have these two pieces that are gonna go on that last end of the poly pipe. So this will just pinch it off. So then when I wanna use it later to add more beds, I'll just use a coupler. So anyway, I'm getting there slowly but surely. My pipe ran. So I finally got that T on there. I'm gonna run this poly pipe from the T, put this end on it so it'll actually adapt to a hose spigot. I'm gonna put it probably right in here. It's where I'm gonna put my frost-free line, and then I can put my timers to it. And then it'll have an extra line so I can actually put a garden hose. So let's get this put in. Man, it is hot and humid already this morning. We got a little bit of rain last night. What time is it? It's like 8:30. We got a little bit of rain last night. Not really enough to write home about, but we'll take it. And hopefully today, maybe we'll actually really get some better rain. Measurable, because I think we only got like 0.18 last night, which it's enough to wet everything, but that's about it. So I'm gonna heat this little piece up, pop it in here, run my line, and then stay tuned. We're gonna test it out, see if I screwed up anywhere. Now we're gonna run this in, so I can put this little piece right here on the water spigot. So I think I'll just come out to probably right about where I'm not exactly sure what it wants to put that at. So we're gonna call it good right here. Out and see how good I did. Okay, are you guys ready? We got water running. Well, don't see any leaks. Let's go look. Let's check all my... So you can see all these little grids. They're starting to get going. Okay, so I have all the water on, and as you can see all these watering grids? This one's watering good. I don't have any leaks there. And what I still have to do on this bed is I'll just pop a little tiny line that comes up and then do one of those smaller water lines. The same on this one. We'll be doing this kind of line right here, but let me show you. This grid is watering nicely. I love these grids. They're called Garden. They're from Garden in Minutes. I bought 3 of them when I first built these wooden beds, and man, I love them. I want to add another one for that bed back there. But everything is watering so nice. Yay! This is going to be such a game changer. So only leave for the weekend or whatever. Even just having to come out here every morning and water, it's going to be great. So thanks for hanging out with me while I put in all these water lines. I didn't get a video in last week. I didn't have a whole lot going on besides unpacking, getting a lot of my house stuff situated. We got the garage completely unpacked and everything on shelves, so at least we can find all of our tools and things that we need. But I didn't have a ton going on, so I really didn't record anything. And then this week I knew we were going to be putting in these watering lines, so I wanted to at least document and video that. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully you'll see me next week.